questions for Steve, please, right here in the front. Mike.
How you doing, Steve?
I'm good.
Your first 2 college touchdowns, what were those moments like for you, especially playing against a team from your home state?
It was a real blessing because Florida State, they were going to offer me, but they end up taking the 2 other good receivers. So, I mean, I just really wanted to come here and show my talents and show them that, you know, Syracuse is on the rise, and that's what we did. So it's a huge blessing.
Hey, Steve. Can you sort of speak to the connection you and AJ seem to have made today?
Oh, it was an amazing connection. You know, we're just going to continue building from here on out. Plan on just getting some more extra work. You know, me and him on scout. That's how we mainly get our, build up our connection. So we're just going to keep on doing that.
Hey, Steve, can you just talk a little bit about the mobility that that AJ has in the pocket, opens up time for you. You guys can get open down the field, and talk about how it makes it easier for you guys as receivers.
It makes it a lot easier. You know, I feel like the league is turning into a dual-threat quarterback type thing with RG3, Cam Newton. And, you know, I feel like AJ's something similar. You know, from him just extending the time, helping me to get open on my routes. So I feel like that's a huge benefit for this team.
Anything else for Steve today? Right here?
Coach Schaefer was saying you're doing a better job of learning how to get off press coverage. What, or maybe two or three keys to getting off the line quick?
Just extra work, staying late nights, you know, doing ladder drills, working by myself. I feel like that's really helped me for this past game. You know, it helped me a lot.
Last question right here at the front for Steve.
Steve, you and Aaron and obviously AJ had pretty good games today. Going against the #1 team, was it kind of a good setup for you guys? Nothing to lose, throw the freshmen out there and see what happens?
Most definitely. You know, we came out here, Coach Schaefer preached, none to lose, just have fun. Go out here and do what you do best, and that's what we did. And, you know, we had a clear chance of being this team, but, you know, we're just moving on to the second half of the season, worrying about Wake Forest and just worrying about going to a bowl game. No problem. Thank you.
Next, we'll bring AJ Long to the podium. Please raise your hand for questions for AJ. Right here, Josh.
AJ, can you just talk about what it's like to get your first experience playing, and especially against the #1 team in the country?
I'd say it was an awesome experience and one I've been looking forward to for a long time. I mean, you couldn't write a script any better for a true freshman that everybody thought runs his mouth before to come out and play the #1 team in the country and play a decent game.
Why are you able to immediately succeed as a college quarterback?
I want to say that there's one key thing. I mean, it's been built up over time, just working and visualizing this goal and then being able to go out there and do it. I mean, there is no one thing that has led me to be successful.
AJ, if you don't mind, just the chemistry that you and Steve had there, obviously it showed here today. How long has that been in the works, and how did it work for you today, obviously?
Most of the time we go up against each other versus the first team defense on scout team. And, I mean, then we built it, and it was just, you really put that ball in within a 2 to 3 feet radius of that man, he's going to catch it, no matter if it's one-handed, two-handed, he can catch it with his eyes closed. I mean, he's just a great receiver, and I'm blessed to be able to throw the ball to him.
What did it mean to have Lester give you the freedom to take some shots downfield, particularly early?
I mean, it meant a lot because, I mean, we got the defense to fall back a little bit to realize that we can go deep on people. So it opened up our run game and allowed us to be able to run and pass the ball fairly efficiently today.
I'm sorry, Steve.
AJ, I'm sure you heard it all week. There was no Terrell Hunt and, inexperienced quarterbacks, new offensive coordinator, Florida State coming to town. A lot of people expected this to be ugly. And, you guys put up 20 points, over 400 yards. What did you guys learn about yourselves today, as a team and as an offense?
I want to say the same thing that we've learned because it's stuff that we've known. I mean, we know that we're a good team on the verge of being a great team as far as our offense goes. The defense has always been phenomenal. So basically this week it's just getting comfortable with each other and realizing that we can play with anybody in the country when we come to the game, and we have nothing to lose. Every week it could be your last game ever. So really just coming out playing as hard as you can, as long as you can, and repeatedly doing that week in and week out.
AJ, obviously playing so well today. Now you have an opportunity going forward. Obviously Terrell's out for a while, and you made quite an impression today. Speak to your opportunity going forward and how you plan to make the most of it.
I mean, I'm just going to continue to work on the things I need to work on to make sure that I can be the best that I can be and help this team win games in the future. I mean, when Terrell does get healthy, I mean, so God that hopefully we're in a position where we're going to a bowl game. I mean, that's really all I can say on that.
Travis?
You mentioned that you guys kind of came out and played loose. Was there anything different about this week? What was different about this week coming out and how you guys came out and played?
I wouldn't say there's anything different about this week. I mean, we played loose because everybody just realized that, I mean, this team's never going to be together again. So everybody is doing the most that they can do for their brother next to them to make sure that they have the best season possible because, I mean, at the end of the day, like these are the only moments that you're ever really going to have with these guys on the football field.
What do you think the impact was of Florida State not having much film on your performance?
I mean, Florida State's a great team. I mean, they're gonna have film on whoever they're gonna have it on. I mean, a lot of those guys, like Jalen Ramsey, played 15 minutes for me. So, I mean, me and him, I had gone to his games. I'm pretty sure he had been to ours because we were in the state championship. So, I mean, it wasn't like they had never seen like us before, me play before. I mean, they're a great team, and they're gonna find ways to figure out who they're playing against, no matter what.
Hey, AJ, did you see linebackers kind of being frozen up when y'all ran around the outside with your ability to scramble?
I wouldn't say so far as frozen up. I mean, they protected the edge very well. I mean, they're a very sound football team, and they're going to do what they need to do. They did the same thing that they did to Deshaun Watson, and they just made sure they had guys on the edge to make sure to contain him and keep him in the pocket so he couldn't extend plays with his legs.
You seen them hesitate or take it all?
Not really. I wasn't really focused on them, just making sure our receivers got open and getting them the ball.
Can you quick take me through two plays? One was the first pick you threw where it looked like you were maybe trying to throw it away, and the second when keeping your eyes downfield and you found Ishmael down the sideline with two guys on.
On the interception, really, it was just I saw pressure up the middle, and I made a rookie mistake of going away from where my receivers were. And then when I tried to throw the ball away, I just didn't get enough on it. But as far as the play goes to Steve, I mean, it was almost a similar deal. Got pressure up the middle. This time rolled away to where Steve was, saw him get downfield, and just put the ball on top of him so he can make a play.
Hey, if you said a lot of people might think that you coming in, loudmouth freshman, like you said, but what are you trying to prove to these guys and the fans and the media, about the future of Syracuse football going ahead? Because, like you said, you're just a freshman.
Really, it's just trying to prove to them that everything that we said, our class has said, from me to Zaire, Colton, all of them, is that Syracuse football, we're back and we're about to go. We're going to an ACC championship in the next 4 years. I mean, our team is going to be very good, including the class that Cole and Eric White have put together this past year. I mean, these kids coming in, they're better than our class last year. So we're very blessed, and we're ready to take the next step as a football program.
Thanks very much, AJ.